This is literally my fourth time trying to do this video. It's so crazy. Anyway, oh, is there something on my lip? It's like a sparkle. Oh, no. Anyway, so I got all cute stuff to go on a date. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. That's okay, because my backup is my kid. Luckily for me, I have a cute little 14-year-old who's going to accompany me out for a nice dinner our last night here before we head out of town. So anyway, I wanted to do a video on how to protect your energy, number 4. So maybe I'm having to redo it so that I get it right. So I hear a lot of people talk about protect your energy, protect your energy. They don't say how necessarily, and they don't say why or from what either. So I'm going to delve into that a little bit. So first thing is, when it comes to protecting your energy, is you have to know what is your energy. Most people walk around with a whole bunch of wounds. They have no idea what energy is theirs. They have no idea how many people they are connected to who are siphoning off their energy and also are causing havoc within their energy field because they are not self-aware. So, oh no, number 1, you need to become self-aware of what is your energy and what is not your energy. How do you do that? Well, practice, and it takes work, and sitting in meditation. So the first thing you need to do is start asking yourself, asking the universe, hey, show me what it's like to be in my energy. And then start to do some meditating and feeling what that feels like. Now to do that, I prepare myself and I will put myself in a cocoon, and I will actually take what looks like a blender or like some type of motion that cuts around, and it will actually cut all of any like attachments or connections that I might have grabbed onto that day, sends them all back with love and with light to the recipient, to the owner. And then I also take what's left, because if you cut a connection with someone or something where you were sharing energy, you have to actually do something with that energy. Otherwise, you just kind of leave energies just kind of hanging there. It's like it looks like an octopus, and then that there's energy just kind of floating around, not doing any good for you. So I will take that energy up inside of me, take it up into God, into Source, have it cleansed, and then come back into me, and that comes back into me with energy that is good for me. So that's what I do, step number 1. And then what I do is I ask the universe, or when I was going through this process, show me what it's like for me to be 100% in my energy. And therefore, I started to feel what it feels like to be me, fully me, away from other people, disconnected, completely detached from people, places, and things. And once I started to really fully understand what my energy was, then I started to be able to know when someone or something was attaching to me that might have been causing me to feel a reaction or emotional or something that was out of the norm for me. Because normally I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky person. So if I'm feeling a little bummed, I'm either doing it because I'm choosing to, like there's something going on in my life that requires that I feel those emotions at the moment, and I'm okay with that. See, the thing is once you become self-aware of yourself, then you understand that it is okay to be in the highs or the lows, because that is still a part of you. The question you should ask yourself is, do I want to stay in this energy? And if I do, fine, then understand that you're doing that from a place of choice. All right? If you do not, then you have the free will and the power to shift that energy. That's where you start to have power over yourself. Once you get to that level, then you can start really understanding when you're feeling off and that it's coming from someone or something else. Once you start to get to that level where you start understanding that you're feeling other people's energy, then you can start to make other choices. You can either say, no, I do not want this energy. I do not like this energy. This energy needs to return to the sender, and I send it back with love and lights. Sometimes I send it back with a little bit of karma, because I'll say if it's good enough for you to give to me, then it's good enough for me to return to you. Here you go, so that you may learn. I am not doing this out of a place of maliciousness or anger. No, it's just me saying, here, this is to me inappropriate. Please do not do that to me again. So, really understanding being self-aware is the first thing. The next thing is to be able to decipher what energy is yours and what energy is not yours. Now, when you start to get to those levels where you're starting to feel other people's energy and understand that it is other people's energy, one of the things you want to check for is, are these people attaching to me because I have unresolved trauma within me? Like, why do I continue to attract this certain type of energy, that is needy, right? Is there aspects within myself that are needy, that are attracting that energy to me? All right, and this is where self-awareness comes into play, but you also have to understand that there are other people out there. Everyone has free will. They are responsible for their own energy, their own decisions and choices. So, if you're self-aware and you find that someone is trying to attach to you or take from you or siphon from you, then might have some malicious intent. And that's where you need to also kick into using your intuition and asking, what is this person's intention? So, great thing about the universe is that if you ask it questions, it will answer you. You just have to make sure you ask the right questions and that you are open to receiving the information. Okay? So, I do or have experienced all kinds of different energies, attacks. I've dealt with vampires. I've dealt with negative energies, aliens, narcissists, egos, evil people, needy people, unhealthy people. I've dealt with all kinds of energies. I have become so full of myself, of my own energy, that those energies don't have access to me anymore. There's no room for them to glob onto me. So I protect my energy by filling myself in with myself fully, 100%. Because when the glass is full, it's completely filled to the rim. There isn't any room for anything else to get in there. So that is the key to protecting your energy. Because if you do all the shielding stuff, which, yes, I do that at some levels, I have certain energies that I have no rhyme or reason to even deal with them at this point in my evolution. So I don't even allow them to get near to me, and they don't want to get close to me either, because my vibration or my frequency is so different than theirs is that we're not even in the same wavelength. So we don't even really cross paths. So once you reach certain wavelength levels, then those that are operating at different wavelengths, they don't even really bother you anymore, because you guys aren't even in the same, you're not even in the same wavelength. So the key is to know thyself, fill in with thyself, and then emanate or push that energy out and really fill yourself in, not only within form, but outside of your form. Like, my bubble, if you will, expands hundreds of feet. It can even go bigger than that if I want it to. But I kind of keep it, 100, 200, 300 feet, because I want the place where I reside, I want it to rise up to my vibrational level. I want great, happy people around me. I mean, who doesn't, right? So the key is become self-aware, fill yourself in, and then understand if you are dealing with an energy that is, acting out of a low vibration or negative or needy or needing help or anything like that, then there might be some unresolved trauma within you, and you need to do some checks. You need to ask some questions and be self-aware. You also need to do some energy like techniques like the cutting and then the cleaning of the energy. And you should do a daily energy practice where you are reconnecting throughout your chakra system up and down into the loop. You are reconnecting back to yourself so that you are fully connected with yourself, your higher and your lower self. Okay. Higher and lower, positive and negative. Yes, we live in a polarized universe, but those are choices, right? Those energies do exist. That polarity does exist, but you have a choice on whether you want to be in a positive vibration or you want to be in a low vibration. That is your free will choice once you become to the point where you're self aware. Now, once you become self aware, then you can start really working on controlling the energy outside of you as well. So, if there is someone that I engage with that is of a lower vibrational or maybe having a bad day or they're going through something, I will ask for the energy to shift. Tell me what I can do to shift this energy to help this person or to make this a better experience for myself, because in reality, I'm living this life through my perspective for myself, through my point of view. So I want it to be the best perspective I can create it. That means not only within self, but outside of self. So the thing is once you get to the place where I've gotten to, protecting your energy doesn't really occur because I don't attract these negative energies anymore. Because I've resolved all of my trauma. So these energies that try to be mischievous or, a siphon, or they don't even get a chance because I'm sending that stuff right back to them, and then they just go away. I will teach you some additional techniques at a later date, but we'll start there and then let me know how that works for you or if you have any questions. All right, take care.